From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Today is Thursday, it's November 10th, 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And here we are on a Thursday as we start to close out the week. A quick reminder that tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we're not going to be here tomorrow. The Wayne County offices will be closed, the landfill will be closed, the library and the senior center will be closed. We'll have a program for you tomorrow. We'll be here with a program. But keep in mind that tomorrow is Veterans Day. Offices are closed, federal holiday and state holiday. And I do hope you observe Veterans Day. Now, tell us about the parade.
The parade begins at 11 o'clock downtown Goldsboro. Immediately after the parade, you can go to the Wayne County Museum for the DAR. And they will have a reception.
That's right.
And then at 1 p.m. at the Veterans Memorial, they will have the remembrance.
That's exactly right. And at some point during the day, I hope you honor veterans, those that have passed and those that are still living, because this is the Veterans Day, which is often confused with Memorial Day, which observes and honors those who have passed. But this is Veterans Day, a day to honor veterans, and we thank them for all their service and everything they've done for our nation. So, again, the Veterans Day Parade starts at 11 tomorrow in downtown Goldsboro, and then the DAR's reception at the museum, and then the memorial at the Veterans Memorial at Walnut and William Street downtown. Oh boy,
That's right.
That's right.
And don't forget the Gateway is still having free bus rides for all veterans.
That's a good point. Now through Saturday,
That's
right?
correct.
All the way through Saturday the 12th. Okay, I got to tell you about this. What would you do in a case like this? Let's say if you're a police officer and something distracts you, you're driving down the street, you're a police officer, and something distracts you, and you accidentally run a red light. What would you do? Let me tell you about this guy here. Haines City, Florida. Haines City, Dateline Haines City. He's a police officer, and he ran a red light. He was on his way to lunch, and when I'm on my way to lunch, I run all kinds of red lights. So it
Ain't
could
that
happen.
the truth?
So it could, wait a minute, you didn't have to agree. I was just kidding. He was making a left turn, the light turned red. So after seeing video evidence of his crime, Officer Tom Glover, his name, he turned himself in to his boss. He said, "Hey boss, I ran a red light." He wrote himself a ticket. Wrote himself a ticket. Glover wants people to know most police officers are honest and do the right thing. And they're willing to pay the price if they make a mistake, even if they're on lunch break. How about that?
Salute to him.
Yes, indeedy. And of course, we couldn't agree more. We know that police officers, law enforcement officers are honest, good, upstanding people. They're your next door neighbors. They have a family. The kids go to school with your kids, and the spouses have jobs elsewhere in town. So we support our law enforcement, regardless of the branch, if they're police or sheriff or or the highway patrol or any of the municipalities of police forces here in the county. We support you. That indeed we do. Right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what we have here. You know, I told you yesterday about this, something called MORE. It's a youth movement. M-O-R-E is maximizing our real experiences. And there's a lot of words in here, and I'll try to read some of them. It's an innovative grassroots organization offering creative youth development, which organizes a long-standing community of intentionally integrated arts, sciences, and humanities with youth development principles, sparking young people's creativity and building critical learning and life skills that carry into adulthood. Our creative youth, it says, our creative youth development has been designed around the interests and needs of youth and teens. They are located in two places here. Now, one is Bridge Kids, that's at 1065 North Berkeley Boulevard in Goldsboro, and at the Parks and Recreation Office at 903 East Ash Street, Goldsboro. That's in the Herman Park Center building. The goal is to serve youth, teens, and families in the Wayne County area. Their mission is to provide programs during after-school and unsupervised hours where students can develop mentally, physically, and emotionally, as well as spiritually, in a safe environment. If you want to know more, I have a phone number, which you pointed out to me yesterday, at 919-947-5030, 947-5030. You can get information there, and you can sign up your teen for the program. And I won't go into all the areas, but there's a bunch of them, and it sounds like a good deal. It does. What you got?
Don't forget today at the library, starting at 1 o'clock, from 1 to 2, for military only, they will have the Veterans and Community Job Fair. And then from 2 to 4, the public is invited to attend the Veterans and Community Job Fair.
Show and tell here.
At the Wayne County Public Library. And it is sponsored by NC Works.
NC Works. There you go. There you go. Career fair.
Yes.
All righty. What else do we have here? Tomorrow. Is that today?
Today.
Today at noon. The Industry Appreciation Luncheon. And we appreciate industry here in Wayne County. It will be taking place at the Goldsboro Event Center, sponsored by the Wayne County Development Alliance. Thanks to Tiffany and everyone there.
Yeah.
This is Goldsboro Event Center is on South Slocum Street. Used to be the Goldsboro Country Club, and then it was sold to the city, and the city took it and refurbished everything. It's a beautiful location. We were out there the other day, and it's just fantastic. So it's today at noon at the Goldsboro Event Center, South Slocum Street. And if you have any questions, you can call Tiffany, 919-731-7700, 731-7700. Okie dokie, Smokey. How you doing?
I'm good.
Big plans for the weekend? Got a weekend coming up.
A 3-day weekend.
A 3-day weekend. You ever seen a little you know what I'm doing? No, wait a minute. You ever see a child? It's the cutest thing. You ever see a child when they're what, maybe 2 years old, and you ask them how old they are, and they'll hold down the number, count the number of fingers? That's the cutest thing. Love that. Anyway, I digress to my 2-year-old as when I was 2. Anyway, that was a few years back. All right, we're going to go to our interview now. We'll be back after that with more of whatever this is on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Well, today we're in the Board of Elections office here in Goldsboro, Wayne County, and talking to Dane Beavers. How are you able to stand? I mean, it's been a trying experience, hasn't it?
It's been a long couple of days and a couple of months, really.
So it's all over now, right? We can all go home, right? It's all over. You
right.
don't have anything else to do.
Nope, we're just going to take a couple of weeks off and go fishing. No, we got a lot of work to do, Wayne. We had a great election. I'm very happy with the way things went. We had a great turnout. Looks like we're standing somewhere around 67% right now.
So 2/3 of all the voters registered actually came out and voted.
So far, we're still counting votes, and we'll do provisionals and supplemental ballots and things for the next 10 days, and we'll certify on the 18th. And so then we'll have our final official results. And then we're looking at probably a recount. Mm-hmm. We've got a very close governor's race. Right. And North Carolina law says anything less than 0.5% is an automatic recount.
The last time I looked, there was about 5,000 votes difference between them.
That's right, and that's going to be within that 0.5% margin. So it looks like we'll be doing a recount, and the state will work with the counties on the processes for that. But once we complete that, we'll report those numbers and usually things don't change that much, but when you got a race that close, anything's possible.
And it's a good thing to recount.
That's right.
Just to make sure that there's no question.
Right. If you were a candidate out of 2.5 million votes and you were that close, you'd obviously want to be reassured that things were up and up.
I'm sure that both candidates would feel that way. The one who's ahead and the one who's a little bit behind. They want to make sure it's absolutely right.
That's right.
So was that was probably the closest percentage-wise race in the state?
Well, for a statewide race.
For a statewide race.
Right.
But do you know of any others that that would be considered to be a close race?
Not anything that we have statewide.
Okay.
I'm sure there are counties dealing with things
Right.
like that on a county level, but on a statewide level, that's the one that we're looking at right now.
We didn't have anything that close here in Wayne County, did we, on a local level?
No, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
Everything's
We've got
pretty
it.
cut
We
and
got
dry.
everything, at least 2 or 3 percentage points spread on them. And like I said, we still got votes to count. And until we certify the results on the 18th, nothing is written in stone.
That's right. So this is very similar to a presidential race of years gone by where they ended up counting Chads. But we don't have Chads, do we?
You don't want to bring back my nightmares,
No,
do you?
Were you in Florida at that time?
Oh, let's don't tell any
I'm not going to
stories
tell
like
any
that.
stories. We'll take that out.
No Chads.
No Chads here
No
in Wayne
Chads
County.
here. No, we're all marked since it's a paper ballot. There's no hole punching going on.
No flipping or anything
No
like
flipping
that.
like that.
Yeah.
So our recounts typically show the same numbers that we came up with. And we go through that process with our board, and we're open to the public. The public's invited to come down and participate and observe all the processes that go on.
Is that right? So the public can come in and ask questions and say, what are you doing? And
Certainly.
what does this mean?
Certainly. And my board, I have a very open board who like to entertain those type of questions.
Right.
And they'll be glad to answer any concerns or questions you may have.
Well, what are you doing now? The election has ended, and you had a cup of coffees, and you're back up and running again.
Yeah.
Not a lot of sleep, because it went all night just about.
It was a late night, and really it's been a long night for the last about 26 days since we really kicked into the election mode. And I've got a great staff who stayed here with me and worked late nights and early mornings. I know some of my staff members told me the other day their comp time is running into the 200-hour range.
From this experience alone?
From this experience alone. So that tells me they're putting in, over 100 hours of overtime in a month. And
overtime?
Yeah. So I'm really proud of my staff. They've stepped up to the job, and without them, it would not have been possible.
Well, okay, so the election is over. We have the preliminary ballots counted and the numbers and winners and losers. And so what are you doing now?
So now we're canvassing. The canvass process, we go back and we look at every number that we've reported. We compare printouts to electronic numbers. We compare precinct level numbers to the statewide numbers. Every number that we've produced and provided for the public will be compared to actual numbers and where they came from, and everything has to add up. And in the next day or two, we'll do a hand-eye manual count. The state board will select 2 or 3 precincts for us to count manually, and then we'll compare those manual numbers to our electronic numbers and make sure everything adds up. So
They select these precincts at random?
that's correct. The state board does a random process, and they send that out for every county in the state. And so that's a process we go through to help make sure the equipment all functioned properly and the programming was done right and all that kind of stuff.
So over the next 10 days or so, is that what you'll be doing?
That's right.
And
Provisionals.
and provisional.
Provisional ballots are a process we give the voter when they have issues at a polling place. For example, they're not registered, they've moved recently, they've changed their name that doesn't show up in our record. Anytime we have an issue with a voter, we give them the option to vote a provisional ballot. That gives us time this next 10 days to do research. And we will research that ballot and present it to our board. The board will look at all of the circumstances around that provisional, and based on North Carolina state law, they will decide whether or not that ballot gets counted.
So were any of the races close enough that a provisional ballots could change the outcome of any of the races?
Well, right now we're putting together our numbers. So until about the end of today, we'll have an idea of actually how many provisionals we have. And then we'll be able to look and see. But just right off the top of looking at what we got, I don't see any races where that might be an issue in Wayne County. It would take several thousand, and I do not anticipate that many.
Normally you don't have that many, I wouldn't think.
No, not normally.
The provisionals, you mentioned the name change or the voter moved. Usually, when that happens, the provisional, after it's straightened out, you verify everything, then that vote is counted.
Yes, normally, if it's just a move, something like that, it's counted. The one that we had a lot of in this election was people did not get registered.
Yeah, and then the vote does not count.
That's right. We do allow same-day registration during early voting.
Right.
But that ends 2 days prior to the general election, and then the rules change.
Right.
You're not allowed to register and vote. So people that showed up that were not registered, and we gave them a provisional ballot, if it turns out that they were not registered and they haven't been registered, then the state law says that ballot cannot be counted.
There's a lot of stories that circulate at times like this, and I would have to think and feel that perhaps there were a lot of people who did not understand that.
We got a pretty big rush yesterday starting about 4 o'clock, and when, if people like me sometimes that like to procrastinate a little, ended up at the polling place in the last minute and not registered, and unfortunately they were given a provisional, and we will do the research, and if it's possible they will be counted.
But if they're not registered, it's not likely.
That's correct.
All right. Well, the canvass is set, and everything will be verified and confirmed on what date?
18th.
The 18th of November.
Yes, 18th of November. We have a board meeting at 11 o'clock. I'm looking to my staff. They're the ones that keep me on track here.
Right.
So it's 11 o'clock on the 18th. Yes, sir.
Very good. Dane Beavers, director here. I appreciate your time, and
My pleasure.
And I appreciate you letting me pull you away from all this stuff here for just a few minutes. But I thank you very much.
Okay,
sir.
my pleasure,
good luck,
Wayne.
and we'll
Good
talk
to
to
see
you again.
All righty.
Very good. Dane Beavers, director of the Wayne County Board of Elections. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. A couple of things going on we want to let you know about around Wayne County. There's going to be Saturday of this week a community giveaway, and what that is some organizations have all gotten together, and these primarily out of the Durham County area: Bethesda Elementary School, the Durham Striders Youth Association, and the Southern District Convocation of the United Holy Church of America, partner to help Wayne County residents impacted by Hurricane Matthew. Now, these items will be distributed and will include food and toiletries and clothing and shoes and household and school supplies and a whole lot more. So it's not just for students, it's for the entire residency of Wayne County, those who have been affected by the hurricane. Now, this giveaway will take place at Branch Memorial Tabernacle, and that's at 500 Gully Street in Goldsboro. If you want information, I've got a local number for you. It's 919-751-0029, 751-0029. Online shopping. Oh boy. That could be dangerous. You know that, don't you? Yeah. Well, online shopping. How do you do it safely? Well, at the Wayne County Public Library, they're going to show you how to do it safely this Saturday from 9:30 until 11:30 at the Wayne County Public Library, East Ash Street, Goldsboro. Learn how to shop safely online. 9:30 until 11:30. No registration necessary, just go. 9:30 to 11:30. How to shop safely online. Blood drive.
Don't forget tonight.
Huh? What's tonight?
Forget, at the library.
Tonight.
It's the Harvesting Our History.
That is tonight at the library, isn't it? Today's
Yes.
the 10th, right?
Starting at 7 o'clock.
Starting at 7 p.m. this evening, Pat Johnson Denise, who grew up in the Philippines in the 30s and 40s, and the Japanese captured the Philippines. They invaded the Philippines, took over that country. Her family forced to live in internment for 3 years. When she was released, she and her family moved to the U.S. of A. She graduated Mount Olive High School in 1957. Now, she will be reflecting on these events with original documents and photographs from the Philippines when the Japanese captured that country back in 41, 42, World War II, during World War II. So that's going to be a very interesting program. 7 o'clock tonight, right?
Yes.
At the Wayne County Public Library on East Ash Street. Also, well, you mentioned the career fair there. There's a blood drive coming up. A blood drive coming up on the 17th. Now, today is the 10th, so it's a week from today. At Goldsboro High School, 9:30 next Thursday morning. And then on the 21st in Dudley at Southern Wayne High School, that begins at 8:30. And then at Meadow Lane Elementary School on the 22nd, that begins at noon 30. And then on the 22nd also in Mount Olive at Carver Elementary School. And then November 29th at Butterball Corporate. Butterball Corporate, not Butterball, Butterball Corporate at 501 North Oak Forest Road in Goldsboro. And what have you there, fair lady?
Coming up on Saturday, November the 19th, the Arts Council of Wayne County will hold a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving party.
Good
and
grief.
It's for children ages 4 through 12, and it's $15. And while the parents are out shopping or doing their little errands, the children can have a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving party at the Arts Council.
Oh, isn't that neat? So, while you're out Christmasing, let the kids have some fun at the Arts Council, right?
That's right.
There you go. I like that. I like that. Okay, what's special about today?
Wayne Alley.
What's special about
Which
today?
Is every day.
Okay, today is the 10th. It is Thursday, and special about today is it's a Marine Corps birthday. Hoorah! Marine Corps birthday. It's also Area Code Day. My area code is 51. Okay. It is also, among other things...
Sesame Street Day.
Is it real? It is. Sesame Street Day. That's that bird, right?
Big Bird.
Big Bird, yeah. What's his name? The big yellow one.
And Oscar.
Oscar the Grouch. Yeah. I've got several relatives like that. Yeah.
Windows Day.
Windows Day. That's the Microsoft Windows, not your Windows. It's Windows Day. Is the 10th for some reason. Today is also World Science Day for Peace and Development. Okay. So there you go. That's what's special about today. It's time to take a look at our trivia question for today. Now, here's the question. The category is movie titles. Very popular movie. Very popular movie. From the, ever how many years ago it was. Very popular movie and still being shown all over the place it is. Blockbuster movie. Sequels were made. The original plan for the movie was to be entitled, Spaceman from Pluto. Spaceman from Pluto. Well, they did away with that and they called it something else. What was the name of this blockbuster movie that was going to be called Spaceman from Pluto? What did it become? That's the trivia question. We'll have the answer for you in the next segment of the program. Today, Daniel Nelson joining us, and Daniel, you're with Habitat for Humanity. How you doing?
Doing very well. How you doing today?
Great to see you again.
Great to see you as well.
Man, Habitat for Humanity, you guys are so strong right now. You're wide open. You got the restore going strong, getting ready to crank up for the holidays, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have a lot of things going on. We've got 2 builds going on right now, and like you said, the restore has lots of different things going on as well, and it's busy, which is busy is good for us.
That is good. Now, you said you had 2 builds going. Where are these?
Yes, so our 2 builds that are currently going on are at, one's here in Goldsboro, 809 Weaver Drive, and we're doing some some things with contractors right now, so we don't have a lot of volunteers going out to that location. But our second build is in Lenoir County in LaGrange.
Really? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're partnering with the SECC on that, and we are building at 305 Spence Street in LaGrange.
In LaGrange.
Yes, sir.
LaGrange is about halfway between Goldsboro, Wayne County, and Lenoir County. It sits right on the line,
Yep.
so we'll claim LaGrange as ours. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
we're not too far out of the neighborhood. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yeah,
but where do we need volunteers?
we need volunteers at the Restore.
At the Restore.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We need volunteers at the Restore. If you can make it out to our site in LaGrange, that would be great. But at the Restore primarily will help us out a lot. Just because of the holidays, a lot of people have a lot of things that they're giving away to make space for new things, or if they're moving or anything. A lot of people, because of the flood too, are dropping things off to help others, because the Restore sells them at great prices. So if we could have any amount of volunteers to come out and help us organize our inventory, that would be great.
Okay, but that would be the primary need, is to help to organize the inventory.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Well, I don't know how in the world you do that, because, man, I think there's everything in the world there. And I was going to say you have everything but the kitchen sink. You know that old saying?
Yeah.
But you got that too.
We do. We
You
do
got the
have
kitchen sink, right? You
Yeah.
got everything there. So you could go in and just about build a house.
Yes, sir. You definitely could.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got furnishings?
Yeah, we have furnishings, we have fixtures, as far as plumbing, lighting is concerned.
You
We
got
have
everything.
doors, windows, everything.
Doors and windows.
And our amazing staff, Rodney, Yvonne, Trish, MJ, they all keep that place in tip-top shape.
They do. Rodney is just, he's always working at keeping things looking good.
Definitely.
Moving things around to give it a little different look. He's
Yes, sir.
constantly moving things and making it work.
Yes, sir. And that's why we need volunteers, because they work hard at it, but sometimes they need the numbers to help their vision come to fruition.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Daniel, give me an idea of the store hours, because and are you going to be open different hours for the holidays?
Okay. Awesome. So our store hours usually are Tuesdays through Thursdays. And these are shopping hours from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then on Fridays and Saturdays, we are open from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. We're open a little later.
Okay.
And then Sundays we're closed. Mondays we're closed to shoppers, but like I said, we need volunteers. We would gladly take volunteers from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m.
And that's why I was asking. I was asking when somebody would volunteer. Now, how many hours a week do you need these people, these volunteers?
We need them as many hours.
24 hours a day.
Yes, sir. As many as they can spare.
Well, what I'm thinking, though, if someone only has a couple of hours to spare a day, or if they only have a couple of hours to spare every 2 or 3 days, can you still use them?
Yeah, what I say is every second counts. Every second counts. So if you can contribute even an hour in an entire month, that's going to make a difference for us over at the
You'll have something for them to do.
Yes, sir. We will most definitely have something for them to do.
So for the holidays particularly, when you really get busy, because people are always trying to contribute, because Habitat for Humanity is certainly a wonderful organization.
Yes, sir.
And gee whiz, you're into the 70s now as far as the number of houses being built.
Yes, sir. I believe 77.
77 homes.
Had a dedication for 77 a couple of weeks ago.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
Now that you're doing good work here, right?
Yeah.
And it feels good to help 77 families.
Definitely. And it's one of those things where it's something that we can share with the community. So it's not just Habitat.
Yeah.
The volunteers and everyone, like Goldsboro's made this happen. So it's awesome.
That is wonderful. So volunteers, how would someone volunteer?
Okay. Several ways to do that. We've talked about the Restore. You can come and just show up. We'll have you sign a waiver, and then we'll get you on some sort of project or task.
What kind of waiver is it? What does it say?
A volunteer waiver, it basically just says that your credit card information.
Oh, you're a funny guy.
No, it basically just is a photo release, a health waiver, some very basic things that sort of get you situated, and you do have to do this for pretty much any volunteer opportunity.
That's true, you do. And it protects not only the organization, but it protects the volunteer as well.
It does.
In many ways,
Yes, definitely. And so we get you signing a waiver, and then we'll get you on any task at the Restore. The same thing with our construction sites. You show up. Or if you're with an organization, you can call me at 919-736-9592, and I can go ahead and schedule a special day for your entire group to come out and serve with us. But all we need you to do is sign waivers, and regardless of if you ever swung a hammer in your life or put up windows or vinyl siding, we'll get you on something that you can do.
I tell you, I've been to several of these sites, and I have seen people that you would not think could saw, could hammer, could measure, and they do.
Yes, definitely.
You show them how to do it,
Definitely.
and they pick it up quick.
Yep, yeah. And the cool thing about Habitat and something that I've learned working and volunteering with them is that you'll be surprised what your capabilities are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just because you haven't done that before doesn't mean that you're not able to do it. So.
And there's people, there are advisors and there are counselors, and there's people there to help you and show you how to do these things. There's people, actually construction people, to show you how to do it.
Yes, sir. We have a great team of site supervisors.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so with volunteerism at an all-time high now, because, well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's just the right thing to do. And number two, we're near the holiday season.
Yes, sir.
It'd be a good idea to help somebody this holiday season. And what better way than with Habitat for Humanity? So they need help in the restore, and that's on Mulberry Street downtown.
124 East Mulberry Street.
Across from the side of the City Hall.
Yes, sir. Yep.
It's that easy.
Yep.
Across the side of City Hall there. And you know the hours now. And that phone number again?
919-736-9592 for the office. And for the restore, it's 919-736-9550.
9550, 9550.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
736-9550. That's good. Okay. So the volunteers can work as little as an hour
Yes, sir.
or as much as 40.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
as much as they like to get in.
And this is volunteering, helping people here. And then let's explain one more time, excuse me, how the money is used. When you sell an item, this money goes to Habitat, and Habitat helps build houses.
Yes, sir. So anything that you donate, first off, when you drop it off to the restore, we give you a tax deduction slip, so you value your items that you donated.
Right.
And then we will go ahead and keep a receipt of that and give you a copy of that as well. And then we organize your items, and then we sell your items. Hopefully they get sold, and all that money, like you said, goes right back into funding Habitat's mission. So not only can you volunteer to support Habitat, but you can also donate, and especially around the holidays. One thing that we're trying to push is end of year holiday giving.
Yeah.
So if you would like to make in-kind donations as far as items that you have around your house that you're no longer using, or if you would like to make donations, monetary donations.
Right.
We would greatly appreciate monetary donations. So you can give those monetary donations either to us directly at the office. You can show up to the office and drop a check off or drop some cash off. You can mail it to the office at 131 East Walnut Street in Goldsboro, or you could go on our website, habitatgoldsboro.org, and also drop off a check.
Excellent, excellent. And I want to stress again, I don't know how many times I have to say it, and I don't have to say it, but it's important that you understand that this is not a giveaway program. People that move into these families, that move into these homes, they have to earn the right to move into that home. They put sweat equity into that house. They help build it themselves.
Definitely.
They have to have an income. They have to have a credit rating of some kind.
Yes, sir.
And it has to be a manageable income, and they have to earn this.
Definitely.
And they apply just like they would anywhere.
Yes, sir. The thing that we try to stress the most is saying, like, this is a hand up and not a hand out.
Very good.
We're in the business of creating opportunities. We're not in the business we're a charitable organization, but sometimes charity is something that is just given to people. There's no connect there. There's no follow through. And what we try to do is create follow through, not just as an organization with a relationship to our homeowners, but for the homeowners themselves. We're giving them something that's allowing them to create some sort of footing in their life to change their situation for the better. For
furnishings, for clothing, for shoes, for an enormous selection of books.
Yes, sir.
And they are great. Some of them are like brand new. Some of them
Yeah.
are brand new. And the furniture, you get furniture from some of the furniture stores in town donated.
Yes, sir. Jernigan's,
Yeah.
Ashley's Furniture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a place that you want to go and do some Christmas shopping.
Definitely.
Right?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
I know I'll be going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Daniel Nelson is, what do you do?
I am the External Relations Coordinator and the Volunteer Coordinator at Habitat.
Okay, I understand volunteer coordinator, but what's an external relations son?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, this is it.
Reaching
Okay.
out to the community.
All right.
And letting the community know exactly what Habitat does, exactly what we're about, and how people can not only help us, but be a part of the story that we're trying to write in Goldsboro.
That's great. Daniel, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, my
William. I
friend.
really
Thank you, buddy.
appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. You know, this is Adopt an Older Pet Month.
Senior pet.
Okay, senior pet. And the Wayne County Animal Adoption and Education Center has rooms full of adult senior pets who are ready to find a new home. And these are pets that are housebroken. These are pets that they're not going to be jumping up all over people and all over things. These are settled adult pets that make great companions, and everybody needs a companion. So just think about it, and if you have room for them, or make room for them, I'm not saying add on to your house, but make a room for them, and go by the Animal Adoption and Education Center at 1600 Clingman Street, and just give that some thought. You might come home with a new friend, a new family member. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
And who's this week? This week is Jersey Girl, I believe?
This week is Jersey Girl and Oscar.
Okay.
But they're not part of the senior pets.
Oh, they're not part of the senior. Okay, so that's
No.
okay. Atticus was one of the senior pets. That's
Yes.
right. And Atticus, poor thing, was voluntarily turned into the Animal Adoption Center, and he desperately needs somebody to love him, because you heard him the other day. He was talking to you. He was saying, "I need a home," and he was just a darling, a larger dog now, but he was looking for he needs a lot of loving. He does, and he's willing to offer a lot of love as well. But Atticus is one of the several senior pets there that need new homes. And the general cost, the regular cost, is $60. That includes a microchip. That includes the rabies shot, the adoption fee. That includes it includes a whole lot of stuff. They actually fix the animal, but and that's all included. So $60 will get you easily get you a new family member. So just think about that, right?
That's right.
Tonight at the Steele Memorial Library in Mount Olive, there's a program called Explore, Discover, and Connect with Wayne County on YouTube. How about that?
Wow.
How about that? Use YouTube to find out about happenings in this area. How about that? You know, we have a channel. We have a channel on YouTube. You go to waynegov.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, over Pat's head, there's a little red dot that takes you. It doesn't say YouTube, but it takes you to YouTube. Takes you to our YouTube channel. And just about anything we have running on this channel, you'll find on our YouTube channel. We put all the morning shows up there. Those that that I can. Where I don't lose it, and then anyway. But the YouTube Board of Commissioners is up there, and we've got stuff from the Cooperative Extension Service up there. Just a lot of stuff. So that tonight is that should be an interesting program. Explore, Discover, and Connect with Wayne County on YouTube. That's tonight. Also at Steele Memorial this evening, Mount Olive Teens will talk about gaming. You can play Wii, Xbox, and a whole lot more, and it's all about that. It's only for an hour. And I'm not sure you actually go and play these games, but it is gaming for teens this evening at Mount Olive Steele Memorial Library. Okay, is that going to wrap it?
No.
That's not. What else we got?
Today, the Marine Corps' birthday luncheon is at 12 o'clock at the Flying Shamrock.
That's right.
At 115 North John Street. And also at 7 o'clock at 212 East Mulberry Street, the Disabled American Veterans Donald H. Kirkman Chapter 45 is meeting.
Okay, and what time is the Marine Corps luncheon?
12.
At noon, okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, what about the Christmas parades? I know we have several of them in the area, but Seven Springs is not having one, are they?
Seven Springs is not having a Christmas parade.
Wow, okay.
So the first Christmas parade will be December 3rd
Okay.
in
Oh.
Mount Olive,
Yeah,
and it starts at 10 o'clock. The lineup is at 9.
right?
Then at 1 o'clock, you can head to Fremont for the Christmas parade, and lineup is at noon. And then at 4 o'clock, you can come downtown Goldsboro for their Christmas parade at 4 o'clock, and lineup starts at 3.
And there you go. Okay, at the Christmas parade. And there's one in Fremont, I believe, right?
There starts in Mount Olive, then you go to Fremont, then you come to Goldsboro.
Mount Olive, Fremont, and then Goldsboro, all on the 3rd.
All on the 3rd.
All right, three parades in one day.
And then on the 4th,
The 4th, Sunday.
you can go to Pikeville, and the parade starts at 3 o'clock with lineup at 2.
Okay.
And then Eureka will be December the 11th, starting at 3 with lineup at 2.
December 11th. All right. Wow, okay. That's it for today. The only thing left is to give you the answer to the trivia question. The category was movie titles. Blockbuster movie made several years ago, as a matter of fact, and this blockbuster movie had sequels. But the writers originally, the people who created this movie, wanted to call it Spaceman from Pluto. They changed the name later on. By what better name do we know the Spaceman from Pluto? Time's up. Back to the Future. Back to the Future. That was the name that was finally settled upon. Thank goodness, because I don't know if there was even anybody in that movie from Pluto. That's going to wrap it up for today. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll be back in here tomorrow morning, and then we'll be back in here Monday morning, all right? So in the meantime, please drive carefully. Always wear your seatbelt. And until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.